Welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the #1 podcast and resource for Black entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful, sustainable businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. If you're currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, you're invited to join us each and every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family and get ready to elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 399. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today, we're going to discuss creating a profitable business from what you already do. Creating a profitable business from what you already do. Now, many times we overlook business opportunities because we don't think some of the things that we do are actually profitable or marketable. And we're going to jump into 3 real case studies today, and we're going to uncover some opportunities that you may be overlooking. Now, before we get to today's show, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast when I share all my social media contact information and my resource links, such as the link to my new book, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. Also, 2 platforms I've created to help circulate dollars in the worldwide Black economy, BeSmartByBlack.com and HireBlackFreelancers.com. Also, don't forget the new rebranded, rebooted BEBAcademy.com. You get 3 days free access to all the entrepreneurial resources that you need. You have resources about how to start a business, how to incorporate your business, e-commerce, marketing, finance, and everything a successful entrepreneur needs. So make sure you go to BEBAcademy.com and get 3 days free access to the academy. And last but not least, you guys know I've updated a whole lot of stuff in the BEB ecosystem, like my website and also my YouTube videos when I do interviews. I don't use Zoom anymore, guys. I've joined in and partnered with RIVERSIDE.fm. And myself, alongside more than 70,000 people ranging from individual creators to big names like Guy Raz, Gary Vee, and companies such as Spotify and the New York Times, we all use Riverside.fm. Make sure you go to Riverside.fm, put in the code BEB, and get $10 off of any plan. Once again, Riverside.fm, put in the code BEB, and save $10 off of any plan you choose. Now let's jump into today's show topic, creating a profitable business from what we already do. So a major reason why businesses fail is because people have to change their habits to become successful. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight. You have to change your habit of eating. You have to change your habit of exercise. Just like being an entrepreneur, if you're doing something that you don't normally do, you're going to have to change your habits to become a successful entrepreneur. Now, imagine if you can create a profitable business just doing what you normally do. And many times, guys, your business that you should be doing is right under your nose and you don't even know it. So you're stepping over dollars to pick up dimes. And we're going to talk about 3 case studies and some other examples of people that are creating profitable businesses from what they already do. Also, guys, don't forget to sign up for the BEB newsletter because all the show notes and links are in the newsletter. So just go to the website, blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com, and on the bottom of every page, you can sign up for the newsletter. Now, that newsletter comes out every Monday morning and Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it has a link to the show notes for all of the latest episodes. So if you're not able to write anything down, if you're driving in the car, you're going to work, you're on the treadmill, you're working out, and you can't write any stuff down, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. We have all types of great content for entrepreneurs, and we also have the show notes. Now, the first case study we're going to talk about is e-commerce arbitrage, and I'm going to talk about my brother-in-law. So what he has done basically is he turned his love for going to flea markets and shopping into a $75,000 to $80,000 a year part-time business. So when he goes to flea markets, he'll look for products that are low priced and he'll resell them on Amazon or eBay. So it's called e-commerce arbitrage. Buy low, sell high. Now, it's very simple to start this business. So if you enjoy shopping in flea markets and looking for bargains like he does, it's very simple to start this business. So if you sign up for an Amazon seller account, all right, and I have the link here in the show notes, so make sure you sign up for the newsletter. You have an Amazon seller app that when you go out, it's on your phone, and you can scan any barcode, and that barcode is going to tell you what that product is selling for on Amazon, okay? And it'll also give you, based on the price that you sell it on, it'll give you your profit potential and profit margins. It gives you all types of details. Now, in order to sign up for an Amazon seller, professional seller, it's $39 a month. But that's nothing compared to what you can make. So as you're going along, and it doesn't have to be a flea market or the Salvation Army. You could be in Walmart, you could be in Target, and when there's sales, all you do is you scan that barcode and it'll tell you, oh, this product is selling on Amazon for $25. You look at it now, it's on sale for $2.99 in a bin that they're trying to give away stuff in. So now you can literally buy that product for $2.99 and put it up on Amazon and sell it for around the $25 price. It's also going to give you the cost of the Amazon fees and give you your net profit. So if you think about it, it's almost an idiot-proof business. So if you really think about it, it's almost an idiot-proof business because Amazon is going to tell you through the app what this product is selling for. Now, I'll give you a real life example. He was telling me that he found this very rare book that was in a Salvation Army. He paid $5 for the book, and I think the book sold for $85 on Amazon. So that's a simple arbitrage. Buy it for $5, sell it for $85. Okay, so the monetization aspect comes in from selling products on Amazon and eBay. Now, Amazon and eBay are different. Most times on Amazon, you have more tools, seller tools, to be able to see what your profitability is. And another benefit is if it is a popular product, something you can find in any store, you don't have to create a listing for Amazon. So as long as that barcode that you scan, as long as that barcode is in Amazon already, so it could be McCormick seasoning salt. I'm just making this up, right? So if that's somebody selling that on Amazon, when you scan that, you're going to see that listing. And you're going to see, and it's going to tell you what that product is selling for, the average it's selling for. So if it's selling for $10, maybe you sell yours for $9.95, $9 or whatever. So you can dictate your potential profit. But it's super simple, and we're going to talk about some of the pros to this type of business and the way my brother-in-law makes money with it. So some of the pros is, number one, he's doing something that he naturally does and enjoys anyway. He always is looking for deals. He enjoys going to flea markets and shopping and looking for deals. Okay, it's a low barrier to entry. As I mentioned, it's only $39 per month to be a professional seller on Amazon. Now, you do have to have the money to buy the inventory or your products. Okay, so if you only have $100 and you have one item that's for $100 that you buy, but it's selling for $200, that's great. But you do have to have the money to pay for the inventory. Also, you can start at your own pace. You don't have to go in and go crazy. When you see value, when you see opportunities, then you go ahead and use the Amazon app and you find those products you buy at your own pace. Okay, so something you can easily start part-time. Another benefit is you don't have to create the product listings for most of the products. So if the product is being sold on Amazon by somebody else, there's already going to be a listing there. So all you're doing is uploading your product on your Amazon seller account. And also, guys, you can calculate your profits pretty much on everything that you buy. It's not guaranteed, but if you know the average selling price for a product is this, then you're probably going to get that or close to it. Okay, so these are some of the pros. Now, nothing is totally all pro with no con. So here's a couple of cons, right? You do have to continue to find profitable products. So this is not a passive income opportunity. So when you're shopping, right? And like I said, it doesn't have to be a flea market. You could be any store that sells or has deals, right? Walmart, Target, all stores have sales. So anywhere you can be, you can look for new product. But once again, you have to continue to find profitable products. And also, it's kind of hard to scale this type of business because you have to allocate more time to find more deals. Now, there are people who are really big into arbitrage that hire people to go out and buy and find product for them, but that's something different. And what we're talking about today, guys, is creating a profitable business from what you already do. So we don't want you to divert pretty much from what you normally do in your life or with your lifestyle. So that's something that my brother-in-law does. He loves going out shopping, looking for deals. And like I said, he's making 75 to 80K a year just doing e-commerce arbitrage. Now let's look at case study number 2. And this is a wine podcast and newsletter. And I've mentioned my buddy to you guys before on the show. But a buddy of mine is basically chronicling his journey about learning about wine. So he wants to learn more about wine. And as he's doing this, he's chronicling his journey. Now, he and his wife and friends, a lot of times on Fridays or Saturdays, they'll get together, have several bottles of wine, and they'll critique the wines. He'll put the information out on Facebook, social media, and that's how he really started doing it. And he also goes to wineries. And so his journey learning about wine is basically what he's doing. He's just chronicling his journey. And here's the monetization aspect. So the newsletter, and I talked about newsletters before. If you want to go back and listen to the episode I talked, just go ahead and search $1 Million Newsletter, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. It'll pop up. Okay. So with the newsletter, he can get sponsorship and advertising for his wine newsletter. Also in that newsletter, you can sell your own products. So just think about the monetization aspects. So you have a wine newsletter and podcast. So you can sell products such as wine glasses, plastic wine flasks, corkscrews, branded t-shirts, and other branded products of your business, of your podcast and newsletter. Also, you can sell affiliate products. And as your podcast and newsletter grow, you can also do event sponsorship. You can do wine tasting events and all kinds of different things like that. But he's taken something that he normally does on the weekends, trying different wines, talking about them. And once again, he's chronicling his journey about learning about wines. Okay, how many wineries do you think would love to have him talk about their winery on his podcast? How many wineries would love to advertise in this newsletter? He's taking something he naturally does, guys. Now, let's talk about some of the pros and some of the cons. So once again, with the pros, you're doing something that you naturally do and enjoy. He's going to be doing this anyway, right? He's already been doing it. Now he's just putting everything together and packaging it as a podcast and a newsletter. Another pro is very simple to create a newsletter and build a platform. So I use rasa.io, rasa.io. Once again, the link will be in the show notes. So make sure you get the BEB newsletter. Go to blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. And on the bottom of each page, you'll see sign up for the newsletter. Another thing is pro is it's an unlimited monetization with the newsletter, selling products, sponsorships, promoting events. When you have a platform like a newsletter or a podcast, anything that you control, you can sell pretty much anything related to that content, right? That's why newsletters are so hot right now. So once again, anything related to that wine content, he can sell his own products, affiliate products. He can get sponsorship and advertising. These are some of the pros. Now, some of the cons. The main con is it takes time to build your newsletter and podcast platform. It takes time. You're not going to be able to monetize it right away. But once again, remember what we're talking about. We're talking about creating a profitable business from something that you already do. So you're not changing your habits. You're continuing to do what you normally do. Now you're just figuring out a way to monetize it. Okay? So that's case study number 2, wine podcast and newsletter. Let's talk about case study number 3. Then I'm going to give you guys some other similar type opportunities. Case study number 3 is a camping YouTube channel. So my cousin and his wife love to camp, right? So they're in the process. They just started their camping YouTube channel, and it's a video podcast for Black campers, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to document their camping trips, like when they buy their new camper, what places they go to, and a lot of just the content around camping in general. And so let's look at the monetization opportunities for a camping YouTube channel for Black folk, right? You have affiliate sales from product reviews. So if you wear Merrell shoes, like I go hiking and camping, my wife and I do. And so the brand I use is Merrell, their type of shoe manufacturer. So you have affiliate sales from product reviews. You have paid interviews from campground owners. You think a campground owner wouldn't mind paying you a couple $100 if you interview them while you're on their campground? Of course they would. Remember, this is evergreen content. It's going to be on YouTube, forever. So of course they would pay you for that. Selling your own branded products. So once you get going, you can sell your own backpacks, your own shovels, your own whatever you want to do. You can sell your own branded products. You have sponsorship advertising. Now, say while you're camping, you decide to go into the local town and you happen to go into, let's say, Jay's Bar and Saloon. Do you think that bar owner would pay you a couple of dollars for you to advertise or say, hey, we're here at Jay's Bar and Saloon in wherever town we are. Make sure you check it out. Great food, whatever. Of course they would. You're not going to make a lot of money doing that, but once again, it all adds up. You have restaurants in the area. You have local attractions. You have all types of sponsorship opportunities. In addition to that, you'll have YouTube income when you hit that YouTube threshold. So if you build up your YouTube channel, you have all types of additional ways to monetize it. Let's talk about some of the pros and some of the cons, though. Once again, the pro is you're doing something that you naturally do and enjoy. You're not changing anything that you do. All right. It's very simple to document your camping and your travels via a video camera. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. I was looking at a YouTube thing called Van Life, and people drive around with vans that are customized. They sleep in their vans, and they're getting millions and millions of downloads on YouTube. Also, it's an untapped market of Black campers. People don't think we go camping, right? I've only done the camping once. I like hiking, but I don't really do camping and overnight in the woods. But there is a big contingent of Black campers, so it's an untapped market. Also, I talked about the multiple monetization opportunities, be it newsletter, YouTube, and all the other product opportunities. Now, let's talk about some of the cons. Or the major con is, once again, it takes time to build your platform. You're not going to be up and running on YouTube and start making money right away. But once you put the work in, and all the work really entails is chronicling your journeys, something you already do, then once that's done and that platform is continuing to grow, guys, it's simple. It's easy. The monetization is right there in your face. That's why I want you guys to understand you're not changing anything you're doing. You're just chronicling it or documenting what you're doing. Now, before we get into some other similar opportunities that you can take advantage of, let me just share my social media contact information and my resource links real quick. Now, everything I say, guys, is on blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Go to blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Or if you want to take the shortcut, go to bebconnect.com. It's going to take you right to the website anyway. So I mentioned at the top of the show, my new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. Go to anewblackwallstreet.com. Pick yourself up a copy, $14.95 for the print version, $9.95 for the digital version. Also, I mentioned 2 platforms I've created to help circulate dollars in the worldwide Black community. The first one is BeSmartByBlack.com. If you are a black product producer and you want to connect and sell your products to the black consumers worldwide, upload your product information. It is free to besmartbyblack.com. Now, I didn't forget about you freelancers. If you do anything on Fiverr.com or freelancer.com, upload your information to hireblackfreelancers.com, H-I-R-E, blackfreelancers.com. Once again, it is free. And you can connect with black consumers and black business owners that want to hire black freelancers. Also, I mentioned at the top of the show, my new rebranded, rebooted BEB Academy. Go to bebacademy.com, get 3 days free access to the Academy. It's an online learning portal that's going to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ with all types of resources, online courses, master classes, and PDF downloads. So make sure you go there, bebacademy.com. Now, for all you guys who want to build a successful, sustainable e-commerce business, make sure you get the book, A New Black Wall Street. But if you need additional assistance building your successful, sustainable e-commerce business, I got the pound for pound best course on the market, Brand Builder Academy Elite, BBAelite.com. It's a 15-week implementation program that takes you from product ideation all the way to selling on your own sites and other sites. Now, once again, you can go to bbaelite.com or just go to the website blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, click under courses, and you'll find all the courses there. Now, if you want to connect with me via social media, anything long, family, hit me on my email, jayjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. That's JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, just go to blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Twitter, jjones001, JAYJONES001. Instagram, I have 2 IG accounts. The first one is jjones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. Second one is Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Also YouTube, guys. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, hit Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, hit the subscribe button. I have additional content on YouTube that I do not have on the show. And yes, the show does come out on YouTube and all your major podcast platforms. Also, LinkedIn, please connect with me there. Jay Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Clubhouse at I am Jay Jones. Once again, everything is at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. All right, let's get back to the last quarter of the show. And today, guys, we're talking about creating a profitable business from what you already do. So I've given you 3 case studies. The e-commerce arbitrage by my brother-in-law, wine podcast and newsletter by one of my good friends, and a camping YouTube channel by my cousin and his wife. Now, let's talk about some other similar opportunities or things that other people are doing. I was on a group call with some BEB family members probably about a year ago, and one of the family members is a seamstress, and she was talking about making pillows to sell as her product. And throughout our dialogue, she started showing on video her sewing room. And in that room, she had a whole bunch of fabric. So I just started asking her about the cost of the fabric. And she said that, well, it normally costs, say, $24 to $25 a square foot. But because I'm in the industry as a professional seamstress, I can buy it for about $4 to $5 a square foot. And I said, well, hold, time out. I said, your business shouldn't be selling pillows. Your business should be selling the fabric. Okay, don't worry about making the pillows. If you have that much discount with the fabric that, is hard to get, that's what you should be selling. So sometimes, when I talk about we're overlooking some opportunities that are right in front of our face. And like I said, sometimes you're stepping over dollars to pick up dimes, right? So that was something that she didn't even think about because she was so busy thinking about the end product. You don't necessarily have to sell the end product, but if there's an arbitrage opportunity, it doesn't matter what stage the product is in. It could be a finished product or it could be a component of a product. And that just happened to be a component of a product. So that's a great opportunity for her to start selling the fabric. Doing something that she's already doing. She's a professional seamstress, so this is nothing new. It's not changing anything she's doing. Now, when she goes out to buy fabric, all she has to do is buy fabric or additional fabric to resell. Okay? Also, another opportunity is I talked to one of my friends is an amateur photographer, right? Now, what he does is he sells his photos to Shutterstock. Now, if you're not familiar with Shutterstock, if you're looking for photos for your website and stuff like that, there are places like Shutterstock that have photos that you can use that you can license to use. And so he told me he makes anywhere from 15% to 30% or whatever the fees that are generated from his pictures. So he goes, takes pictures of nature, all types of different things, but it's something that he's naturally doing. And before, he wasn't selling them, he was just keeping them. But now he's actually going out looking for particular types of things or pictures that Shutterstock needs or wants that are more popular, and he's starting to shoot those. Now, here's another example of somebody that's creating a profitable business from doing what they normally do. I know a guy, a friend of a friend, from field hockey when my daughters played field hockey. One of his older daughters played with my daughters. And so he used to always videotape the games. And because the school didn't videotape the field hockey games, he started selling that videotape to the school so the coach could dissect the games. This is something he was already doing. He was already videotaping the games for his daughter so she could have them when they go and they try to get into college for recruitment. So he just started selling the tapes or the videos to the school. He's not changing anything else he's doing. He's profiting off of something he's already doing. Okay. Now, and the last example I'm going to give you is I know a young lady who works in corporate America in a big company in the marketing department. And her job is to create what I would call mini sales funnels. Nothing too elaborate, but mini sales funnels. So what she did was she created a simple 3-page sales funnel template. And now she's making money by selling that template to other people that don't know how to create a winning sales funnel. Something that she's already been doing. She created a template. She's selling the template. Okay. Now, what she's also done is because some people have no concept of how to implement the template, she's created another service where she'll do it for you at a higher rate. But this actually came from something that she normally did at her job. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. Just think about some of the things that you naturally do and how you can possibly monetize them. I think sometimes we overcomplicate entrepreneurship. And I get it. If you've never been an entrepreneur before, you have so many things that you have to take into account that you've never done before. I get it. Been there, done that. But what it all boils down to is buy low, sell high, right? Or arbitrage. Create something at one cost and be able to sell it at a higher cost. Remember, guys, there's only 6 things that you can sell, 6 types of things. Your physical products, your digital products, your services. Somebody else's physical products, somebody else's digital products, or somebody else's services. That's it. So don't overcomplicate it. Okay, some of the case studies I went through today, e-commerce arbitrage, like I said, that's pretty much idiot proof if you use the Amazon Professional Sellers app right on your phone. You know what people are buying it for on Amazon, and you know what the price is because you're in the store picking it up right there. That's idiot proof. Okay. Not saying that it's always going to work and you may have to wait a while for that product to sell. Okay. Depending upon the demand. But you know this is what you bought it for and you should be able to sell it for a higher price. All right. So don't sleep on that. Start thinking about what you do in your normal day. What people will pay for. What type of interest you have. So if you have a hobby or something that you do on a regular basis, right? It could be cooking. So instead of making 12 cupcakes, maybe you make 48 cupcakes. Maybe you make 60 cupcakes and you start selling them to family and friends or online or whatever. So there's always ways to make money, guys. Money is literally floating out there in the air. You just got to figure out a way to get it. And the reason I did today's show specifically was because it's the path of least resistance. There's so many excuses that people make about starting a business, about becoming an entrepreneur, be it a part-time or full-time entrepreneur, right? So if you're already doing something and you're able to monetize it, that's very simple. That's very simple. It's not like you have to change something totally. It's not like you have to come home and put in 8 hours of work on your business, because while my cousin is out there camping, all he's doing is documenting it. While my friend is out there tasting wine and talking about wine in the group, that's something that he's going to do anyway. While my brother-in-law is out there at flea markets looking for discounts, that's something he's going to do anyway. So this is why this is so important, guys. Now, one thing, if you don't know what business to check out, make sure you check out my course, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius, right? You just go to the website, click on Learn, then go to Courses, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius. Your genius is the intersection of your passion and your talent. The problem is most people don't know how to monetize it. So what are you passionate about? What are you talented in? And the monetization is the key factor. So if you go to the course, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius, on the website, I have a $50 coupon. Just put in Genius50, Genius50 when you're checking out, and it'll save you $50 off the program. So now it's only $197. And the feedback that I've got from this program is it's one of the best programs pound for pound I have out there, because what it's doing, guys, it's keeping you aligned with what you're good at, what you're passionate about, and it's teaching you how to monetize it. It's similar to today's show, creating a profitable business from what you already do. And what I found as a serial entrepreneur and as a business coach, talking to my students, talking to the BEB family, the easier you can make it, the path of least resistance, the better it is for people to be successful entrepreneurs. You're doing something that you normally do, that's simple. Or you're doing something that you're passionate about and you're good at, that's simple. The monetization is always the tricky part. Okay, so do what you love, do what you're good at, and do something people will pay you for, and you'll never work a day in your life. And that's what Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius is. The intersection of your passion and your talent, but you learn how to monetize it in the program. So hopefully you guys got something positive and something good out of today's show. Start looking at what you do naturally every day and find out, is there something that you can do that you can monetize based on just what you do? You may have to tweak something, or you may have to do a little something more, right? So as I talked about the photography example or case study, now what he's doing is he's not just taking photographs that he wants to take. He's actually looking on Shutterstock, finding out what images people want to buy, and he's starting to look for those images. But he started out just taking the photos he wanted and putting them up on Shutterstock, and he started making a couple $100 a month, and now he's making a couple of $1,000s a month. Okay, I told you what my brother-in-law, e-commerce arbitrage, what he's doing, 75 to 80 grand a year with that. Wine podcast and newsletter, I'm not sure what the numbers are with that, but I'm telling you, the opportunity is unlimited. It's unlimited. Keeping it simple, guys. Not making it too hard and not making it to the point where you're not going to do it. It's just like when you try to stay on a diet, right? Or you say you're going to do an exercise program. The reason the diet industry, man, is so crazy and is so profitable is because people can't keep it up. They can't stick to the routine. They don't have the discipline. So if you're doing something that doesn't require discipline because you're doing it anyway, that just makes it that easier. Before we close on out, guys, make sure you sign up for the newsletter so you can get all the links to the shows. So any page on the website, go to blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. On the bottom of the page or on the side, it'll pop up, join the family, sign up for the newsletter so you can get the show notes with all the links in it. Also, please make sure you take advantage of the new revised website, blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Make sure you go there, check it out, or you can take the shortcut bebconnect.com, take you to the same place. This is what I want you to do. When you're on the website, blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com, hit the Learn tab. And when you hit the Learn tab, it's going to show you all of the type of resources that we have. You're going to see the blog drop down. You'll see marketing, e-commerce, scaling your business, online courses, strategy and mindset, real estate, business ideas and side hustles, and building wealth. All of the resources and content you want for each of those topics are right there. So click that button right there. Also, guys, don't forget you can advertise. I'm taking partnerships with Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. If you want to advertise on the show, please reach out to me. Let me know. We have all types of price ranges in terms of advertising, from the solopreneur all the way up to corporate entities. All right. And also, don't forget, guys, my new companion podcast, Ask Jay Live. Ask Jay Live comes out every Tuesday, so it'll be out tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, every Tuesday. You can actually call in. It's like Clubhouse on steroids. It's the call-in app, which is now on Android and for the iPhone. So just go to Ask Jay Live and subscribe. And tomorrow's show is finding products to sell by keeping your eyes open. Guys, there's so much opportunity out there selling direct to consumer and wholesale. And I'm going to talk about that on tomorrow's Ask Jay Live. So make sure you subscribe. Go to AskJayLive.com. And the great thing about this platform, guys, is it's interactive. So you can ask me questions about the show topic. You can ask me questions about my business, your business, or entrepreneurship in general. So when you go to the website, you can click on Ask Jay Live or just go to AskJayLive.com. Now, before we close on out, guys, I say this each and every week. We've been getting more and more downloads, and that's because of you, the BEB family. I appreciate you guys, man. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast, the blog, the new website, the ecosystem in general. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about building an economic power base in the worldwide Black community. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.